We are hearing more about a phone call in which President Donald Trump allegedly tried to pressure two local officials not to certify 2020 election results. And the holiday travel rush is ramping up on the roads and in the skies. But which days will be the busiest? And here's Paula.
How long can this food bank keep serving families in need? Well, that depends on if they receive what they call a Christmas miracle.
Holiday travel has already begun, but we have some rain showers on the way in our area. I'll tell you when they arrive to your neighborhood coming up.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon to you, and thanks so much for joining me. I'm Christy McDonald. We are going to start things off here at 4 with our weather. Ron Hilliard is in for Kim and tracking some increased rain chances for us tonight. Hi, Ron.
Hello to you, Christy. So this afternoon, first at 4, we are seeing on a ZachTrack 4D radar a couple of spotty showers, mainly around the Flint area, also getting a couple of those showers around Waterford and Holly, and a few into Livingston County. They're very spotty right now. We will see more widespread coverage as we get later into the evening. Now, here's where we could see some of those spotty showers right around Clarkston, a few of them popping up near Milford and also around Heartland. We are going to be seeing the rain showers that are more persistent coming right around 10 and 11 o'clock and overnight into tomorrow. So we have a lot of cloud cover across our area right now. We will see this area of rain moving in our direction over the next several hours later on. Right now, we are cloudy out there with temperatures ranging from the upper 30s to right about the lower 40s across the area. Those winds are rather light right now, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Coming up, we're going to time out the rain showers and also talk about your Christmas forecast. Christy?
All right, sounds good. We'll see you in a bit, Ron. Thanks. And the holiday travel rush is in high gear this afternoon. AAA estimates 115 million people will travel more than 50 miles between tomorrow and New Year's Day. It's up 2% from last year. So let's go ahead and look live at our Metro Airport Skycam. Things looking good out there. There has only been one delay and one cancellation there today, making it the smoothest running major airport in the U.S. That's pretty good. The TSA predicted the busiest air travel days would be yesterday, today, and on New Year's Day. And nationally, they anticipate screening more than 2.5 million travelers today. That is short, though, of the 2.9 million the Sunday after Thanksgiving. All right, and for those who are driving, the busiest days on the road will be tomorrow and then next Thursday, December 28th. That's according to transportation data company INRIX. Gasoline is slightly cheaper this year than last Christmas, with the national average sitting at about $3.08 per gallon. That is 6 cents less than a year ago. But travelers have not been finding any bargains at this particular gas station in Romulus. The state attorney general says for months, this BP station has been charging between $1.50 and $2 more per gallon than nearby competitors. The owner has been told to cease and desist in what the AG's office calls price gouging. They have until January 8th to respond or risk a lawsuit for formal investigation. All right, we have a bit of breaking news here for you this afternoon. The U.S. Supreme Court has decided not to issue an immediate ruling on a plea involving whether former President Donald Trump can be prosecuted for trying to overturn the 2020 election results. Now, Trump claims he has immunity because they argue an ex-president can't be prosecuted for things that fall within the official duties of the job. Special counsel Jack Smith had requested that the high court rule immediately on this immunity claim in order to ensure Trump's trial could happen before next year's presidential election. But now this issue will go to the U.S. Court of Appeals in D.C., which has said it will act quickly to decide the case. And according to a report by the Detroit News, new recordings have surfaced from November of 2020 in which former President Trump allegedly pressures two Republican Wayne County canvassers not to certify the 2020 election results. Kimberly Gill is in the newsroom with the very latest developments on this big story. Kim.
Hi, Christy. Good afternoon. The call was recorded November 17th of 2020 by someone who was sitting with two Republican canvassers in a vehicle in a parking lot during the canvassers' meeting to vote on certifying the results on November 17th, 2020. On that call, former President Trump is allegedly heard telling canvassers Monica Palmer and William Hartman they'd look, quote, terrible if they signed the documents, and that, quote, we've got to fight for our country. Wayne County Commissioner Jonathan Kinloch was at the canvassers meeting that day. He says he did not hear the actual call, but got a sense that something wasn't right.
There's no way in the world would I, or did I, or anyone in that room know that the President of the United States would be calling into the parking lot to talk to two members of the Wayne County Board of Canvassers. Never would have imagined it. But when we did find out that they had spoken with the president, when I asked Monica Palmer, what did he talk about? Why did he call? She said to me that he just thanked them for their service. And I thought that was kind of awkward.
Well, in the call reviewed by the Detroit News, Trump did not thank the canvassers for their service. Republican National Committee Chair Ronna McDaniel was on the call and reportedly told the canvassers, quote, "do not sign it," in reference to the official statement of votes for Wayne County. According to the Detroit News, the two canvassers followed those instructions and left without signing the document. The next day, they unsuccessfully tried to rescind the votes they'd cast in favor of certification, arguing they'd been pressured. So the Detroit News says it obtained the recording through an intermediary on the condition that they not be publicly identified for fear of retribution by former President Trump or his supporters. Joe Biden won Michigan by about 150,000 votes, and an investigation by a GOP-controlled state Senate committee found no evidence to support claims the 2020 election was stolen. That's it from here in the newsroom. Christy, we'll send it back to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Kim. All right, happening right now, a local food bank says it's wishing for a Christmas miracle. They are running out of resources to continue their important work of feeding families in every zip code in Oakland County come 2024. Paula Tutman is at Oakland Hope, which is both giving hope and needing some itself.
It's not like you could exactly miss this place on the corner of Baldwin and Walton and Pontiac. Oakland Hope Thrift Superstore, and it really is super for a lot of reasons. But let's start with this. This is Sybil, and they named her Sybil because she didn't always work. Well, now she's stopped working completely with just under 1 million miles. But the work inside, that continues. The line started forming just outside of Oakland Hope before 11. Rainy and dreary outside, but inside, a ray of sunshine.
Merry Christmas.
Oakland Hope is a food bank. The thrift store helps with the mission of feeding families in every corner of Oakland County.
I got low income, and I'm a senior citizen. I don't work anymore, so it helps me out with my groceries so I can pay my bills.
16,000 families are given a week's worth of groceries every single week.
Now, I come here because sometimes I be a little low, with my food, so every time I come here, they welcome us with open arms and everything, and they give me pretty much what I need.
But there's a hat trick that's being magically pulled off behind the scenes, and that is, with limited funding from the county, food from Forgotten Harvest, and some food resources from Gleaners, money is running out to continue the machinery of feeding families on this scale. What happens first is folks check in, and they give a list of some of the things that they might want. For instance, my family does not eat pork, or we don't eat beef. And then they'll have a line of volunteers, like you've got a volunteer right here waiting. They're going to give the list to this volunteer. The volunteer then actually moves around the store and does the shopping for the family. The food then comes here. You can see right here, it is being weighed. It goes out the door, and it goes directly to the family.
Oh, it means the world. It really does. Things I can't afford, I get here.
Today is a tough day for Sandra. It's her husband's birthday. He's no longer here to celebrate it with her or anyone. She almost didn't come, but she needs the food help and the kind words and smiles.
I debated on coming, but I came. And I got to see you.
That's the least of it, lady.
Hey,
That's
made my
the least
day.
of it.
Made my day, definitely.
How great are these folks?
They're awesome. They're awesome. I tell them, things I don't need. Like if I don't need canned foods, I'll tell them. Or if I need dog food, so they'll give me dog food. And, they're always there to help.
It takes $30,000 per month just to provide food for families. And that doesn't include building rent, minimal paid staffing, thank goodness for volunteers. And of course, all of the things that nonprofits have to pay before they can do their important work. And when you do the math, given the growing need of families and the rising cost of food, Oakland Hope needs a minimum of $500,000 just to feed families through the first half of fiscal 2024, and they're just not sure they're able to swing it.
We are eking through 2023 by the grace of God. 2024 looks bleak, with food being 30% more than it was, actually 40% more than it was this time last year, and we're helping, almost a third more families. So that means families get less food. Instead of 60 pounds of food, they're getting 40 pounds of food.
At the end of the day, this is almost the end of the day for this nonprofit if it doesn't get some serious help. They say they need a Christmas miracle. Well, that's the miracle they need just to operate in 2024. Paula Tutman, Local 4.
All right, Paula, let's hope some people step up to help out.